How you guys doing? I got 10:40 here in the morning, Thursday morning on the 25th of July. Thought I'd check in, give you a little update on things. Hope you've been doing well out there. Let me just check this, see the latest here. I just think it's kind of funny. What was it, like 10 months ago I did a video called 333, and it was basically that my count had never gone above 334, and right after I made the video it dropped for no real reason, but just like when it goes up for no real reason. And I've noticed it over and over, it's like there's a cushion of not real people subbed, so that when an actual real person subs they can remove one. Something, I don't know. I'm not trying to get people to sub. I don't ask people to sub. As a matter of fact, I was even asking people just to not sub. And I don't care. The thing is going to grow like it's supposed to. That's what I've always assumed. It would just grow spontaneously if it was supposed to. It was going to be organic, and I wouldn't have to ask anybody to do anything, and I don't want to. So don't like it if you don't want to. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. But I just thought it was funny. And let's see where it's at now. Because like I said, it hadn't done anything. And okay, yeah, it's dropped one, I think. So it's at 337. And I haven't done that. That's nothing that I did. I haven't been posting anything, so it's just, see, it's not real. It's not real. That's not an honest count, I don't believe. And everybody else that has channels with a lot of numbers, you know, I hear them talking about that a lot. And you know, it's manipulated. It's not real. It's not organic. It's just somebody's little play toy. But I just think it's another little illustration of this world. This world is just insincere. That's the best word I've found for it. It's not real. It's insincere about who it is. Yellowstone the Biscuit Basin exploded. There were people there running. I don't know if there were injuries or not, but it blew the crap out of something right there. A pretty big explosion. You see, the one party has chosen their person. You know, Mr. Poopy Pants has like went into hiding for like 5 days. Nobody knew where he was. And you know, the party, I guess, just decided, hey, you know, it's gonna be this VP of yours instead. So nobody voted on it. They just decided that's the way it's gonna be. And for now, that's the way it's going to be. We don't know what's going to happen. Not sure there's going to be an election, to be honest. And I don't really care one way or the other, because I'm not vested in either party. I'm not vested in any of it. I don't believe in any of it. I think it's all just for our consumption. That's what I've come to realize. A lot of people would say, well, if they're putting so much time and energy into it, it must mean something to them. Well, it means something to them to make us believe that it makes a difference. That's all. That's what I really believe at this point. But not that there aren't good people out there. There are. But it's also the timing of where we are right now. And it's just, we're so close to being out of here that anything can go right now, and everything is ready to go. Everything is ready to go. This place is getting ready to turn into a complete nightmare. And I'm just glad that we're not going to be here for it all. I think we're going to see the beginning of some of it. We already are. We already are. We're seeing it. These are the birth pains that Jesus was talking about. I think you know, a couple of years ago I was talking about this. The idea that Matthew 24, we would kind of be up to the point where you would be handed over, persecuted, and put to death. Well, I think it's beyond that already, and it's just going to escalate as soon as we leave. Everything is set, and as soon as that floodgate, the restrainer, and all of us are gone, demonic activity is, I see demons just waiting to jump into people because nothing will be stopping them. And it's going to get really ugly, really, really fast. And probably really scary really fast for the people left behind. I wouldn't want to be here. I wrote this down. What's that guy, the actor that bought Mint Mobile? I don't remember his name. I don't watch that stuff if I can help it. I've seen him in some movies, but I don't remember. Ryan Reynolds. Is that it? Ryan Reynolds. That's what it is. So apparently he bought Mint Mobile. So I think it's kind of funny because I was talking about sincerity, and his commercial starts out, Mint Mobile likes to do the opposite of the big companies. Yeah, so they put out a national ad campaign to tell you. Like, you know, not like the big companies. It's funny. So 150 degrees in Saudi Arabia a few days ago. 150 degrees. I mean, you know, that's what they can measure, and that's in the shade. I wonder what it's like out there in the sand. Like an oven, I'm sure. 150 degrees, wow. But it's okay, it's a dry heat. That's what people always say. It's funny. Oh, man. So, anyway, and I hope you're all doing well out there. This is kind of just a check-in. I could go on and on about certain things I think are just funny right now. It's amusing. I see, I mean, you know, you can focus on the real dangerous aspects of everything, and there are enough. You see what's going on geopolitically, but that's like its own little consuming fire, and you can get burnt playing around in that too long. You know, it's easy to get caught up in it. I mean, I've been caught up in it myself over and over since this began just last couple of weeks here. All the stuff that's been happening, it's hard not to, but you know, that's, I think, the goal of the enemy is to keep you fixated on all these things that are happening, right? And not keeping our eyes on him. And I don't usually sign off. Maybe sometimes when I go to bed before I go to sleep, when I say my prayers, I say amen, but usually it's just an ongoing prayer all day. I'm constantly talking to the Lord, like he's always here, so I might as well, right? Let him know. Let him know what I'm thinking, let him know what I'm asking for and praying for. We just have an ongoing conversation. Well, let's just say that I'm constantly petitioning him for something. I'm asking him for something. I'm thanking him for something. I'm becoming more and more aware of my own shortcomings, and there are so many of them. And I'm not any more worthy than anyone else to go to heaven, to be saved, or any of that, but he called me. He called me. That's all I can say. And I answered. And I'm glad, and anyone can, but not everyone will. I just believe he is who he said he was. He said he was God's son. And I believe that he is God's son. And I also believe that he was dead and that he was in the ground, buried, and he arose and resurrected and is at heaven, in heaven right now, and is about to come back for us. And I can't wait. I can't wait. I hear about people talking about what the mansions are going to be like. And see, I don't imagine that our imagination is enough to even contemplate what God has created for us. We have no idea. There's no way we possibly can, because we don't have that. We just don't have that comprehension. Nobody has any idea. I mean, I can imagine an awful lot of things. I can imagine our mansions are just different dimensions into different, whole different universes. God's not limited. You know, and the thing is that I'm just going to be blown away, because my ideas are limited. Even that's limited to what God is able to do, and He's going to blow us away with what He has created since He's been gone. When He comes back, we're going with Him to that place that He's been preparing all this time. I like how Keith Green put it. Singer of the late Keith Green, he said, you know, if God created this earth in 7 days, and He's been working on heaven for 2,000 years, we're living in a garbage can compared to what's going up there. And this place is beautiful, but we see that sin is destroying it, and that's why we long for the correction. We long for Him to come back and to set things right. Any time now. Any time's good with me. I was texting my brother today, and you know, kind of joking around with him, but I think we both agree that we want to be awake when we're raptured. Want to be awake, don't want to be sleeping. But I don't know, I think we'll all be awake. I mean, the dead will be awake before we are, right? And if the dead are going to rise, I think they're going to be awake. So if we're sleeping in the middle of the night, yeah, we'll be awake. I don't think we have much time. I can't wait. I can't wait. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Maybe. Or maybe I'll see you up there first.